All right, so this week we're going to talk about standard 8.gm.9, which is solving real world mathematical problems involving volumes of cones, cylinders, and spheres, and the surface area of cylinders. All right, so we're going to start off today, which is Monday, on finding the volume of a cone. All right, so volume of a cone, we use the formula 1/3 times pi times r times height. All right, and of course the radius is the r, and the h is the height. So remember, radius will be down here along the circle, right? It's half of the distance of the circle, or the length of the circle. I'm sorry, half of it is the radius. For pi, we're just going to use 3.14 each time we do these problems. And of course, the height is the height from the base of the cone to the top. Now, when you find the answer for these problems, make sure you round it to the second decimal place or the hundredths place, okay? We don't want a whole bunch of numbers. Just stop at the second decimal place. All right, so the first example I want to look at is a cone with the base of, or a radius of 2 and a height of 8, okay? So let me turn my pen on real quick. So my formula is 1/3 pi times r squared times height. Okay. Now, I could put everything in parentheses, which I usually do. I just go ahead and change pi to 3.14. R, or my radius, is 2, right? 2 squared. And my height is 8. Now, let's simplify this a little bit. Just this exponent here. Let's rewrite that. 3.14. And 2 squared, of course, is 4. The height is 8. Now, I can put all of this in the calculator. 1/3 times 3.14 times 4 times 8, and it would give me 33.49. Remember, we're rounding to the second decimal place, or the hundredths place, right? Centimeters cubed. That would be my answer. So what's the volume of this cone? 33 and 49 hundredths centimeters cubed. Okay. Next problem. All right, what if I have a radius of 5? And notice how they switch the angle of the cone, okay? It doesn't matter if you rotate the cone around, the radius is still right here. This is still the radius along the center, along the circle. And the height is still going to the very highest point, right? Doesn't matter how you change the angle. So formula, 1/3 pi r squared times height. I'm just going to rewrite that. 1/3. The pi is 3.14. Radius is 5. Don't forget to square it. The height is 7. Now, of course, I'm not using real world examples yet, but I will use real world examples this coming Thursday. I just want to introduce you on how to use the formula to find the volume of these cones. So if I put this in a simpler form, just by taking out my exponent and identifying what 5 squared is, which is 25. And I could take it even a step farther if I wanted to. I could say what's 1/3 times 3.14 and come up with a number, and then that number times 25, and then that number times 7. Or, like I said, I can put everything in the calculator if your calculator can do that at one time. If you calculate 1/3 times 3.14 times 25 times 7, you get 183.17 meters cubed. Now, I will say about 1/3, do not forget that 1/3 is the same as 1 divided by 3. If you don't know how to put 1/3 in the calculator, 1/3 is the same as 1 divided by 3. But yes, this is how you find the volume of a cone.